Medieval 2 Total War, Turn 1, and the Timurids have already arrived. But these are not just any Timurids, these are full max tier doomstacks, led by the greatest generals in the world. Like, look at the stars on them. But not only that, probably the scariest thing about this horde is that every single man here is pious. Like, every single one for some dumb reason. But anyway, welcome to the Medieval 2 AI only. Can the world survive the horde? No Mongols, no Timurids spawning later, just Medieval 2 and this. Let's begin. Who is going to win? Who's going to survive? Let's find out. Okay, well, one turn in, they haven't moved that far. 2 turns in. We could be here for quite some time. Alright, there we go. The Great Conga Line is starting to form. Well, massive conga line, each holding the shoulder of the other, across all of Russia. 10 turns in. I'm starting to have second thoughts. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this as well. Everyone starts off at war with the Timurids. Oh, that looks beautiful. Look at that, all the different faction emblems. Oh yeah. Hey, almost 20 turns in and they finally crossed the first obstacle, the river. Alright, it took them another 5 turns though to actually get everyone across. Oh, it's so annoying how they all group up in one big blob. Go, run free. Turn 40. And I am starting to question some life choices right now. But let's have a little look around the world. The focus is going to be the Timurids, but we can have a look around every now and then. And the Pope is having quite a good game, but, you know, the Moors doing quite well, taking Leon. And the Portuguese took these 2. Well done to them. Spain, not in a good spot. And at long last, the final Timurid army has left the Bulgar region at last. Took 51 turns. At this point, the Mongols have usually arrived. You know, just to put it in perspective a little bit. And where they're heading? Oh, poor Russia. Yes, defend that Moscow. Oh no, change of plan there instead. Oh, not the river crossing. Right, I'll see you again in another 30 turns. Like, you see what I mean? Oh, finally they're crossing into another faction's territory. And it is Polish Kiev. Interesting. Now, the Timurids or the Mongols, when they spawn in Russia, usually the settlement it's under siege, usually the settlement they actually settle is Kiev. That is where they go most of the time. Kiev or Antioch. So yeah, chances are they're just going to settle there and not sack any province at all. Olé, they took Kiev at last. They finally did it. That looks beautiful on the map there. Turn 64 as well. Usually at about this point the Mongols would be about here, if they landed in the Middle East, that is. To put it in perspective again, the Danish doing well, taking Frankfurt, but, you know, all of this is pointless, that's why I'm not covering it, because it's all going to get wiped out by these. And now that the hordes are no longer an actual horde army, they are now free. They can expand wherever they want to. It's about to boom. Oh, so it begins. Ayazi and Halch under siege. They're going to war with the Hungarians now. Yeah, Hungary, you're doing the right thing there. Retreat, pull back. Ayazi has fallen, but the Polish held out at Halch. Didn't last long though, it's already fallen. What's this over here? Oh, they're sending armies in every direction to even conquer the rebel provinces as well. Already up to 4 settlements. They've taken Ryazan, they now border the Russians at Moscow. They've got armies in Poland. Ooh, Thorn under siege. That's going to be a thorn in the Polish side. What they're doing over here. Bucharest is under siege. They're not that far from Constantinople. And they're really defending Kiev. They're not letting that merchant get to it. Thorn has fallen. They already border the Holy Roman Empire. Like, that was crazy. Bucharest, they border Byzantium. They were so slow in getting here, but as soon as they did, kaboom. They just expand like crazy. They've taken the Crimea. They've taken their original settlement of Bulgar. No! You've got to be kidding me, they regicided. There's no way, oh poo. Okay, so here is what happened. They regicided, which is where all family members die out and the faction, it just goes rebel. So yeah, I did that entire campaign, spent a lot of time watching them traverse all of Russia at the slowest pace possible, to see them boom, but then they instantly died out. Okay, I thought maybe it's a coincidence, let's try it again. I re-recorded the entire video, and it happened again. They regicided. Okay, so I went into the mod, turns out they only have 1 family member, and, you know, that was causing issues. And they cannot really develop their family tree until they hold a settlement. So I gave them Kiev to start off with, so they can instantly boom from the start of the game. Hopefully, this is going to work. Oh no, the armies just completely abandoned all the generals. It looked like the generals just stripped naked or something. Oh no, that's not a good start. That's not a good start at all. Oh, they're all moving. Right, it must be that they don't like being controlled by generals then. Ah, that makes sense. Somehow. Okay. By the way, they're not paying for a garrison. Wonder why that could be. But at least they're much faster this time round. They're not taking settlements, are they? No, they've spotted Kiev is in the open like this, and they're thinking, right, Kiev is in danger. Bring every single army and every general back to Kiev as fast as possible. That's what's going through its mind right now. Oh well, at least it's a lot faster, that's good. Okay, now expansion is starting. Armies in the north, generals in the south. Hey, they finally made it back to Kiev, and they conquered Bulgar as well. Smolensk has been conquered, Crimea was conquered along with Ayazi as well. Yeah, they're expanding fast. They've made it up to Vilnius. Oh, Moscow is under siege, and they took that as well. Only Novgorod left. They've broken through, and yeah, they've taken Bran from the Hungarians. That's going to be quite an important castle for them, I think. Bucharest is under siege. They should take that one too. Yeah, nothing can stop the doomstack. Oh, the Hungarians can though. They pushed them back. They've taken Tbilisi as well, and they broke on through to take Sofia. They now border Byzantium. They've taken Krakow from the Poles. Novgorod still holding up here. They're being really weak right now, and the reason is their armies are not being controlled by generals. It is just plain normal captains, so that does weaken them. Yet they are also stronger, because they arrived much earlier into the game this time round. So, you know, it's sort of It sort of balances it out, sort of as we would expect. Bucharest finally fell, and over in the Middle East, well, getting deeper into it, Yerevan has fallen from the Turks. Yeah, by the way, they called a jihad for Baghdad, and it seems like, yeah, the Timurids have joined. Over here, right outside Constantinople, these armies are bugging a bit. Yeah, I saw another one up there. They're just standing outside the settlement. Constantinople is under siege, they want it for themselves. Meanwhile, the Jihad army might actually be able to take Baghdad here. They could do it. Oh, I bet that's going to be a thorn in their side once they lose their last castle. But Novgorod, they're holding out okay. They survived the purge. For now. The Egyptians did beat them to it, but still a massive Timurid army just sitting here. What are they going to do? Straight for Mosul, aren't they? Nope. Going for Baghdad still? Yeah, they still want Baghdad. Oh, the Hungarians complete the crusade for Jerusalem. Byzantium do hold out here, and the Hungarians push back and take Bran. They reclaimed it. Yeah, this is, I think overall, this is a weaker Timurid army, a weaker Timurid empire. Yeah, simply because they're not using their generals at all. They're just surrounding Kiev, not letting any diplomats get to Kiev. Maybe they're worried they'll regicide again, so they've got their king in there. Keep him alive, no matter what. And the Danish take Thorn from the Timurids. Ooh. And Novgorod take Riga. Oh, the Timurids are getting pushed back here. They're getting defeated. Come on, they need to sort themselves out. The Poles are able to reclaim Krakow. Oh, come on, please be finally starting to use the generals. Come on, is this it? Are they going to push? Nope, never mind. Oh, that poor guy. I may just look at him. That diplomat pushed him over, and then he got caught on that chain there, and those two just watched. A jihad has been called for Jerusalem, and this army here, they decide to join it for some reason. Yeah, they haven't figured out how to cross the river crossing yet. Oh, please don't be stuck. I think they're stuck. Oh well. And the Russians, they take Vilnius. Oh no. The AI factions are getting their revenge. And what is that? Oh, that's Venice. Venice looks so weird, with a border like this just going up into Germany. Well, Austria and Germany. Nuremberg and Innsbruck they've taken. Oh, the Timurids did manage to swoop on in and take Adana, despite them being stuck over here and losing in Europe. Oh, I think this is it. They're finally getting their generals onto the front. Finally. And they've taken Constantinople as well. Hopefully, this here is a sign of things to change. Are they going to become a great power again? The Turks took Jerusalem back, but the Timurids about to take Antioch from the rebels. There we go, that's quite a valuable settlement. Oh, the Egyptians are going for them and he's having to pull back. Meanwhile, the Danish are able to take Halch. They're trying to make the comeback here by taking Brand, but it might be too late. It's all collapsing everywhere. Yeah, they failed there. It's only a matter of time, I think, until, yeah, the AI completely destroys them. Finishes them off. Oh, the Spanish, they took Wales. Oh, I love it when that happens. By the way, if you didn't know, it seems to be hard-coded so that the Spanish and the Portuguese push up for Wales and Ireland to create more challenge for the English on very hard difficulty. There's nothing we seem to be able to do about it at all. That just seems to be part of the game, that's how it is, nothing can be done. Also, I'm told anyway, so the legend goes. They took Edessa, but Byzantium took Yerevan, cutting their empire off. Oh, but nobody's getting to Kiev. Oh, and the Danish planning on cutting them off here at Ayazi. Oh, that would be a brutal blow. Quite an important castle, and they took it as well. Oh, it's all just crumbling. There is an imposter among us. Which one is it though? Alright, although my modern strategy did clearly weaken the Timurids by a lot, it did work because at this point before they had been regicided, but they're alive. They are still going, so it did work. It's just a shame they didn't group onto their generals for some reason, but the idea did actually work, which is good. I can now call myself a modding expert. Timurids, why are you building a fleet at Adana? Out of all the things to invest into, why this? Why? Oh, they've got another one here as well. Oh no, they're becoming a sea power. That's why they failed. They decided to become a sea power. Oh, Bucharest has been retaken. Oh, the Turks putting Odessa under siege now. Yeah, I think that's almost it. I think they're near enough done at this point. Well done to the Papal States for completing the crusade down here. Oh, the Timurids held out. What happened here? They are still at war. The only faction the Timurids allied was, signed a ceasefire with, is the Egyptians. That's it. Oh, Denmark, don't. You destroyed them in Europe. Why destroy them in the Middle East, where they thought they were safe from the Danish Vikings? Oh no. Alright, they held out at Sofia. The Hungarians did try to take it, but they did lose Odessa. Byzantium took back Tbilisi. Well, not took back, but you know what I mean. And the Russians, this happened earlier but I missed it, took back Moscow from the Timurids. They're down to their final settlements now. Not much remains. Alright, where's this jihad being called for? The Timurids have already joined it. We have passed turn 100 now as well. Cairo. Good luck, Timurids, good luck. Oh no, Kiev under siege. Their initial starting settlement. Oh, that's not good. They lost it as well, they lost Kiev. And they were beaten to Cairo as well by the Egyptians or Byzantium, putting Adana under siege. They'll probably take it eventually. Yep, they did. They have one settlement left in the Middle East, Antioch. Antioch, I was just going to check it out and the Turks have it under siege. Where's the Timurid army? They might get there in time. Nope, never mind. Oh, poor Timurids, poor Timurids. They don't know what to do now, they're going to be lost. I think the AI logic will try and bring it back into their homeland over here. So yeah, that army's not going to really do anything. They still hold on to Constantinople, but I cannot see that lasting either. Oh, and then the plague hits them. Oh, they're trying to take Moscow. That could be interesting. And oh, they did take it as well. Well done, they're back on the move. The Timurids are on the rise again. Maybe they actually are. They've taken Nicaea and they've taken another settlement as well. Somehow Budapest. They snuck on through, did not see that coming. By the way, to actually do these AI campaigns and spectate, I play as the Aztecs, and because I'm not actually playing the game and the Aztecs have weird family tree stuff going on, it's always interesting to see how the family tree looks. It doesn't go that wide, but it does go very far down. This Venetian territory border is so weird. It doesn't look right on the map. They've taken back Kiev from the Russians. Oh, this is starting to look like a second rise. Oh, what they're joining now. Thought that said something else for a second. Paris. It's for Paris, right. Very interesting. You know what? Timurid Paris, I do want to see it. Go Timurids, go. Oh no, sadly the Moors are here first, but the French, they should be able to hold. Where are the Timurids? Oh, I think they gave up. Yeah, I think they gave up on it, to be honest. Oh well, anyway, it's very weird. Very rare that you'd actually see a jihad for a settlement like Paris. You know, just so far away. Usually, you know, it's always, you only ever see them for very nearby settlements. But Paris, very interesting move. And yeah, the Moors got slaughtered, as expected. It's going backwards and forwards at Moscow, but the Timurids lose it again. Okay, and it seems like the Turks and the Egyptians here are doing a Venice. They called their jihad or crusade for Paris, but they're actually just planning to go to Constantinople instead. The Turks took Nicaea? What is going on here? The Poles are going to take Budapest? Oh, and the Russians took Ryazan on the same turn. They're held out for now here though. Poor diplomat. I like the little thud on the ground that they make. But yeah, the Russians finally took that settlement. Kiev under siege again as well by the Russians, although he's facing the wrong way. Put the money in the bag. Put it in. Oh, I hope you get that reference. Oh, the Timurids held. Oh, and then Denmark come in. Oh, the Timurids held at Budapest though. Oh, and then Denmark come in. Why is it always the Danish? Oh, but they took Tbilisi back. I guess that's a good sign. Nah, I think they're gone. I think that was their final push. Yeah, Kiev has now fallen. Oh, sadly the plan to take Paris failed. For some reason, don't know how. The Russians took Bulgar. And here we are, turn 200. They are down to their final 6 settlements. I believe on that note, we can end it. Please do like, subscribe and share with anyone else you think may be interested in a video like this. A little AI only, Medieval 2, but something a little bit different. You know, this video was incredibly hard to actually record. You know, I recorded it through once, it failed, recorded it through a second time, it failed, and this here is the 3rd run, so yeah, it took many hours, but I think we had I was going to say a satisfying campaign at the end, but we wanted to see the Timurids win, or at least I did, but that's not what we got, unfortunately. Which was very sad, but oh well. Oh well. Still, we had a laugh, and that is the important thing. I really like these kind of videos where it's an AI only, there's interesting stuff going on, but for the most part, we're just following like one thing or one story, one part of a map that's a little bit different, and seeing how well that part of a map does. Let me know if you want to see more like this. I did enjoy it, but, you know, of course I need your feedback, so, yeah, let me know if you enjoyed it as well. It does help to judge what to cover next. And if there's any modders who want to make a mod like this, or, you know, not exactly the same, but, you know, Medieval 2, but a small change that makes it interesting. If any of you want to mod that, give me the files then, you know, I might do an AI-only campaign for it. Maybe not, maybe I will, I don't know. I have done them for bigger mods before, like Divide and Conquer and Stainless Steel, but those have to be done like a series, and they take a long time, people do get bored. The AI is much slower in those because there's more settlements, so yeah, it doesn't work right. The best thing for an AI campaign is to have it smaller, and I think this one was perfect for that. But yeah, please show your support if you did enjoy it. And yeah, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed, hope you had a laugh. I have been MELKOR, and I hope to see you in the next video. But for now, goodbye.